Can you believe it? Ted is throwing Alexei a leg feast, and of course, he's not ready to leave. Without even realizing it, winter has waved goodbye and spring has strutted in. Teddy has spent the entire winter here, and the snow seems eager to melt away. However, Alexei has decided to take a break from life this spring. What an unexpected twist. He's running a fever and cooling off quickly. Ted is not having any of it, staying there to care for him. But days go by and Alexei is still a hot mess. Seeing Alexei as weak as a starving koala, Teddy feels down. He reads to him, hoping his beats the illness. Unfortunately, Alexei seems to realize he might really be heading for an extended vacation. He tells Teddy his last wish, no burial, just into Lake Baikal after death. Ted is uneasy, unwilling to see him decline like this. Alexei, not wanting to weigh Teddy down, actually tells him to go home and live a normal life. What a headache. To Teddy's surprise, the very next day, Alexei miraculously bounces back. Now that's a plot twist. Alexei tells Teddy he's done waiting to die and asks him to leap into action to get some medicine. Seeing Alexei's fighting spirit return, Teddy is over the moon. Before he leaves, Alexei scribbles him a note in Russian. When it's time to say goodbye, Alexei solemnly wishes Teddy safe travels, while Teddy anxiously reminds him to hold the fort. Then he turns heroically and trudges uphill. Alexei watches him go, suppressing calls of his name as if bidding farewell. Teddy can't hold back his reply as he marches on. Alexei keeps calling after him, adding an emotional touch to the farewell. Their names echo across the wild. After many ups and downs, Teddy finally returns to the city. He goes to the hospital for Alexei's meds, then hurries to send a letter, learning from a passerby to the nearby station. Confused, Teddy arrives at the station, only to find a bustling crowd with no specific recipient in sight. He starts to wonder what's in this mysterious letter and begs the passerby to help him translate it. Good Samaritan helps him out, but as the letter is read, Teddy is in shock. As the kind soul reads it slowly, he realizes it's a goodbye letter. The lights at home have truly dimmed. Only then did he come to the realization that he was, in fact, the sole recipient, with the station serving as Alexei's ultimate and final gift, bestowed upon him at the cost of his own life. Suddenly, he understands that those calls were not just farewells, but also Alexei's goodbye to this world. With a heavy heart, Teddy rushes back with the medicine, feeling like he's moving from shadow to light. When his journey hits a snag, his heart feels increasingly cold. He hops on a motorcycle trying to reach Alexei quicker, but ends up wasting even more time. By the time he returns to Alexei's grave, the warmth is long gone, replaced by a chilling loneliness. He lies only a still figure, making Teddy feel an overwhelming sense of loneliness and defeat. In the Siberian winter, some choose to eternal sleep, while others start to awaken. Once two lamps lit up the dark together, but now one has gone out, leaving the other to flicker in the cold wind. Teddy quietly roams this wilderness, yearning for freedom, yet his loneliness seems to follow him like a shadow. Following Alexei's wishes, he lays him to rest in the lake as the ice melts, tears streaming down his face uncontrollably. Some stride forward, while others choose eternal rest. Everyone walks a different path. In this desolate place, just like what Alexei experienced, nobody dares to disturb the silence. For Alexei, he never lost his mind over being stuck. He simply adapted to this harsh environment over time. Until Ted's arrival, like a promise unspoken, shattering the whispers of solitude. When Teddy says he saved a life too, it finally knocks on the heart that had been cold and lonely. Those simple words bloom in his heart, resonating the darkness shared with this stranger. As a result, his tightly wound emotional barrow begins to unravel. When the valley echoes with calls, he has long since decided to stop holding on. Because his heart is no longer lonely, he chooses to blend into the land while blessing his friend. At this moment, Teddy understands that what calls him isn't just the remote land, but a heart that longs for freedom too. He thought letting go was freedom, only to find that life carries on, regardless of distance. He realizes that freedom is a liberation of the soul, not just a change of scenery. After saying goodbye to this quietly arriving confidant, he decides to sever old ties and return to the metropolis for a fresh start. He shaves off his beard, lifts his spirits, and waves goodbye to Teddy with a calm smile, stepping firmly toward his next journey. In the swift current of time, how does one find their own entry point? Maybe, just maybe, someone will stumble upon it by chance. If you have enjoyed this story, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to get more entertaining content.